Hello, my special little ones. I've missed you. I'm Gramma Seelee, and today's book is The Best Christmas Ever. The Best Christmas Ever. Maleficent Mouse was all aflutter. Christmas was only one day away, and the little mouse could hardly wait. She had swept and scrubbed until everything sparkled. She had fluffed and dusted until she sneezed. And here's Miss Little Mouse with the feather duster dusting. Maleficent gathered apples and nuts from the cellar. In a flurry of flour, she baked an apple nut pie. She poured honey and spices into a kettle. Standing on tiptoe, she sniffed and smiled. Christmas just wouldn't be Christmas, she said, without my hot honey punch and apple pie nut bread. Here she is with some apples. And here she is over the kettle. Millicent bundled up warm, then scampered out into the snow. Her black boots crunched as she walked to and fro, gathering lots of ivy. Christmas just wouldn't be Christmas, she puffed, without fresh ivy for my wreaths and berries to string on my tree. Here she is out walking. But instead of berries, Millicent found a baby hedgehog snoring softly in the snow. Witchetty whiskers, she gasped and tiptoed close. He needs a better nest than that. So she wove all of her ivy into a leafy blanket and gently tucked it in around him. Here's Millicent and the baby hedgehog. And here she is tucking him with the blanket she makes from her ivy. Very nice of her, isn't it? By the time Millicent had finished, the sky was growing dark. Fiddle, she fussed. Too late to search for berries now. Millicent scurried home. There she found Felicity Finch and her chicks searching for food. What shall we do? The mother bird cried. The snow has covered our seeds. Come in where it's warm, said Millicent. I've just made an apple nut pie. Here she is on her walk. Here she is running into the birds. In a flick of a wing, the kitchen was full of hungry chicks. Their feathers fluttered and flapped as they flocked around Millicent's pie. Tasty, tasty, kind, how kind, they chirped. And then they were gone. In a whoosh of feathers and dust, Millicent sneezed. Stitchoo, stitchoo. Nothing was left but scattered crumbs. Here's Mama Bird with the baby chicks eating up the pie. And there's Millicent at the door. Very kind of her. Millicent heard a knock at the door. Fiddle, she muttered. Whatever now? Merry Christmas, Millicent, called Gabrielle Skunk. I brought you a present. Perfume, said Millicent, hiding a smile. Why, thank you. Gabrielle dabbed at his nose. I have a terrible cold. Try my honey hot punch, she said. It's very good for a terrible cold. Gabrielle lifted the kettle and drank every drop. Thanks, he said, and ambled off home. Here's his friend the skunk. And here he's drinking the tea. Millicent looked all around. It looks as if a storm has hit. Every dish is dirty. My pie and my punch are gobbled and gone. I have no ivy for my wreath, no berries for my tree. Witchetty whiskers. How can Christmas be Christmas now? Here she is in her kitchen, looking at all the dishes and the crumbs. Then Millicent smiled. At least I have my perfume. Perfume from a skunk, she giggled, and bustled off to bed. The baby hedgehog is warm, she whispered. The chicks are full of pie, and the punch will help dear Gabrielle's cold. And with a yawn, she fell asleep. Here's the little Millicent sleeping in her bed. And here on the side of her table, you can see her perfume that she got from Skunk. The next morning, Millicent woke to a chorus of cheeps and chirps. Outside were robins, sparrows, and finches, and they were all singing for her. Behind the birds came a family of hedgehogs. Grandfather Hedgehog carried a sack, and the baby had flowers stuck in his prickly spines. Cheepy cheep, chirp, cheepy cheep. There's Millicent looking out the window, and there are the birds and the hedgehogs and the skunk. Last came Gabrielle the skunk with a lopsided grin and a great big cake. Gracious goodness, exclaimed Millicent. She invited them in. They trimmed the tree together with treasures from Grandfather Hedgehog's sack, buttons and ribbons, sparkling foil, and scraps of cloth. Here's the skunk with his cake. And here they all are working to decorate the tree. Everybody has brought something to decorate it with. Millicent's black eyes sparkled. This is the very best Christmas ever. I am surely the happiest mouse in the forest. Christmas just wouldn't be Christmas without my wonderful friends. Look at this great big Christmas celebration. Wow. Everybody together. And everybody has so much because they're all together and they're sharing. Sharing and caring. And that's the end of our story. Hope you liked today's story. I love you, special guys and special girls, and I will see you again soon. I'm Gramma Seelee. Bye.